Welcome back to Islanders Insider. Well, we move down the road here to the Dugan Family Track and Soccer Stadium because it's time now to talk with the Director of Track and Field and Cross Country, Shawn Flanagan.
Pleasure to be here, Steve.
Great to have you. Great to have you. What was it like back in the beginning when the late, great Dan Viola convinced you to start a program from scratch? Or did you convince him to hire you? What was it?
Well, I heard that they were going to start the program. This was in 1999. And I was really excited. I came down in about, I don't know, I came down in March of '97, saw the campus here, reminded me a lot of what it had been like when UTSA had started. So I bided my time, and I heard when they were advertising for the job in the fall of '99, I applied, and Dan got me in. And wow, you know, you sit at your desk on the first day, January 2nd, 2000, and you got no kids on a team, and you got to come up with a team by September, or August actually. So it was an interesting challenge, but it was a lot of fun. You know, for 13 years we didn't have a track. You know, we got used to going over to Cabinets. God bless CCISD, all those fellas over there letting us, and ladies, letting us use their facilities for just over a decade. They were really, really good to us. But having this facility we have here at the Dugan Track and Soccer Stadium, we hosted the Southland Conference last year. So many teams, coaches told us they thought we should host a meet every year. They said this is the best facility in the Southland Conference by bar none, and we are so blessed to have it here.
So the evolution of the program has been pretty dramatic from the day you started to where we're at today.
Oh, you know, amen. You literally went, I can remember our first Tarpon Fun luncheon we went to. I had one girl had walked into my office that first week and said she wanted to come on out, so I took her to the luncheon. I said, let me introduce you to my track team. Rachel, stand up. And so we've come a long ways from there, where we got over 70 athletes on a team this year.
Steve McBride has come on. He came in on the summer of 2015 to be your head coach of track and field. How has his arrival really enhanced our abilities to produce a higher quality track and field program?
Well, Steve is one thing. Steve is a tremendous recruiter. He's a tremendous promoter. I gave him pretty much carte blanche last year to bring in some kids, and we've got some kids that are really exciting. We got some kids that can really jump. We got over a 7-foot high jumper. We got some really outstanding sprinters, hurdlers, throwers. You know, the quality of the program with his recruiting has really done a lot. I think you're going to see us have a lot more success when it comes time to add up the team totals at the outdoor conference meet this year.
Be very interesting. And speaking of conference meets in cross country, you just recently completed the Southern Conference Championships. The men finished 4th, the women 5th overall. It's an improvement from last year, but did they live up to your results?
Well, here's the deal.
Excuse me.
No, in other words, I was hoping for a little bit better result. However, going into it, we had our first and third guy were sick. I mean, we were going up there and went, oh, God, I'll be fine. And it's like, okay, you know, I know that ain't going to happen. And, you know, and those guys had been running really, really well. Our second guy, Caesar, had a great race. He finished 11th overall. Had we put those two other rascals up with him, you know, Jan and Jordan Wright had excellent races. You know, if they were our 4th and 5th guys instead of our 2nd and 3rd guys, you know, we get a different outcome.
Yeah.
But ifs and buts, candy and nuts, you know. But the deal is that I really feel like we've got a really good team. We've got one more meet, the regional meet. I haven't seen the current ranking. Last week we were ranked 8th in the region. I think that we are going to have some really good success up there. On the women's side, you know, we've got a bunch of freshmen. I brought in 7 freshmen this year. And, you know, the college race is 6,000 meters, which is, you know, for a lot of them, almost twice as far as they run in high school. So to make a long story short, we were in 2nd place with about an 800 meters to finish the race. Oh, wow. And I'm thinking, yeah, because our top 3 were running good 4.5. We were right up there. But then each one of them slid a couple spaces, and geez, by the time we got to the finish line, we were no longer in 2nd, we were in 5th. You know, the point differential was about 11 points. So, you know, we're close, you know, and the guys, had they been healthy, I think we would have had a better result. The girls, hey, we get a little bit more maturity, we finish the race a little better, we're good.
The one thing about it is we keep getting better every year, Coach.
Hey, that's all we can do is try to keep getting better and better.
Shawn Flanagan, Director of Track and Field Cross Country, joining us here. When we come back, we appreciate it, Coach, but when we come back, we have a special feature focusing on Islander men's basketball and their academic studies.